Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you this footage I was able to recollect throughout the week. Unfortunately, it's not as varied as I would hope for. Like I said before, everyone is playing Blue Eyes right now, and with good reason. It's a really good deck, and I was able to get four Blue Eyes duels and one with Buster Blader, which I think um, was very interesting to see, and two Malays and one branded. But hopefully, will be able to show you everything I want to show you about the deck. So let's start with branded. I saved this duel because here I can show you how Saint Azamina is so oppressive and why is it so good against branded specifically, but also against type of decks that need to target a lot of things on their field to actually resolve their plays. So we're going first here, and I go with the Azamina, Depters, and Simple Spoils combo to just get more resources out of our fusion summons. And then here, unfortunately, I don't have access to the LZ or any other of the level 2s, so I can go into the full synchro line for the White Forest. So, um, yeah, this is just pretty standard. I'm just trying to play around because I know that I can go into the Diabel, so it sucks because I had the Scourge set, right? But here I was able to draw the L set out of the Wanted, so I was like, damn, I wish I would have done that before so I can do actually Diabel as well. Because here I want to get back into the Synchro again, into Arciela, because we do have the Scourge and that's an additional interruption. So here, draw phase. Since it's our opponent's turn, they have priority. And I would like to think, because I think it's that way. Otherwise, they wouldn't have like rushed into it. Because I said the Sinful Spoil Subdual. So this is gonna bring out the Diabels. And as soon as Diabels hits the field, this card is gonna be dead. Completely dead. So I think they were aware of that. They did that. I had to negate this because otherwise all of our board would have been flipped face down. And Muarcielago is kind of key, okay? Because this is the like sort of like the floodgate that prevents your monsters from being destroyed by battle. Because we are soon going to storm the field with Azamina monsters, so this is gonna prevent your opponent to run over all your monsters. So here he changed the branded opening, and now I know against the branded. So now I know what I need to do, and I need to access my Saint Azamina so I can block everything, um, all the plays. And I bring the bells out in case they have any other quick play spells. They're shut down at the moment. And he summons the Quem, sends the Albaz. At this point, I'm not worried at all because Saint Azamina is protecting my field from him summoning back the Albaz and trying to fusion summon with one of my monsters. So we have that side covered. And just keep in mind that the LZ came back because we used Skirt and we tributed the um, Arciela. So we can bring an illusion back. So here he goes normal summon Aluber. I fusion summon into the Eli Sylvia because I know I have to negate that branded fusion. So this is for the branded fusion. I don't know where the other two cards were, but we still had this interruption. And then soon I was also going to bring back the Morigina. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, it was pretty much GG, I think, as soon as Saint Azamina hit the field. It's a really good matchup against Branded if you have Saint Azamina because they can't use Quem, they can't use Retribution to bring back their Branded Fusion, and it's just very hard for them to play around it. So let's go next. Um, let's go into Blue Eyes, and then we'll alternate it so it's not the same thing. So let me see if I remember it correctly. Okay, so full wallets, of course, we had to use the Ash here. And here we have full combo. It doesn't matter that they Veilered here, because we also have the LZ in hand. That's why I use the talents to loop their hand back into the deck, trying to see what an additional interruption they might have. Since we have the LZ with another spell, then it's fine. We still have full combo. Search the LZ Azamina, send it back. Yeah, and here pretty much you have access to your Azamina package. Sending here, sync to the bell, bring back the adapters, because we need to fusion summon. Yeah. Here, this is just the standard um, fusion plays. We have the additional adapters here because I don't recall correctly. Yeah. So here we have the additional fusion summon on the opponent's turn. We also have the Aphies. So here I'm gonna fusion summon into Sol because I want to send this into the graveyard so they don't have access to the link 1. Now the trap. Now the trap here doesn't really worry me as much because I have the Aphies and I can bounce it back whenever they want to use it. Yeah, as soon as they use it, I'm just gonna bounce it back, summon this, so this is forced to be put to be face down. They don't chain it for some reason, but yeah, this is pretty much game because they have no other plays, and as you can see, we use mostly the fusions. So it depends on how the situation. You have to read the situation properly because this Sol Anchorson could have also been the Ilia Sylvia, but in this case, since they don't have the field spell, it's just better to get rid of that normal summon so they don't have that additional normal summon. If that makes sense. Let's go into this one, the Buster Bladed one, which I think was really fun. It was really um, weird to see. I had no idea that people were playing this with Buster Blader. But yeah, it just caught me off guard. I was completely confused. Oh, quick disclaimer here, guys. So in my profile before, I was playing Nibiru. Seeing the how the meta is so much around Blue Eyes, I cut out Blue Eyes for Ghost Ogre because Ghost Ogre is a phenomenal card against this card. So it's the same profile. Just a disclaimer. Um, Nibiru's were out, and Ghost Ogres went in. So here, Ghost Ogre blows their entire board. Yeah, can use that, but since it's their turn, you can only set it. And at this point, it's pretty much GG. But they use this, and this is where I got caught off guard. I was like, oh my god, okay. Um, now I have this floodgate I need to get rid of. Fortunately, it's only in on field, so we still have the LZAD, and we can still go into this and search into the fusion package. Here we go. Yeah, once we negated this, it was pretty much over. Um, Thankfully, we opened the Scourge and we were able to negate it, and then we could just access everything else. I don't know how good a Saint Azamina is against this deck. Uh, I just wanted to be sure. I already had both interruptions in that turn, and I was able to clear the field. And yeah, I know this is the Blue Eyes spell. We already have a lot of um, interruptions here. But at least Saint Azamina, I knew was going to be effective against the Blue Eyes side of the deck. So yeah, we negate that, and it's pretty much game. I don't know what card that was. Even if it was a normal summon, I had the Aphies. So yeah. So let's go now into this one, the second Blue Eyes. Let's see, because I don't remember most of these games. Um, let's see here. Yeah. So here, Imperm is not really that good because you truly want to Imperm this if that's like your only like resource. Otherwise, the field spell is gonna give them, I think, more disruption, more. Yeah, so they leave the Heretic heavy on this field. I draw into the Ghost Ogre, which is great because I'm like, okay, fine. Whenever they're going to use this in their turn, I'm going to be able to pop it, and then this is going to clear the board as well. But I need to get rid of this first. I was very concerned for this card because if I recall correctly, I think this was game two. So I was afraid they were gonna do the I forgot the name of the dragon, the Quackimere dragon, I think it was. That it doesn't let you special summon dark or light monsters. So I wanted to get out rid of this. But before anything, I was trying to see if they were gonna use this to bounce this once I added the tails, because I mean I was fine because I still had the Elset and I still had the Black Witch, but usually because this needs a spellcaster on field to resolve, right? So here I'm just trying to bait it out to see like how long is this person gonna go. I go into the Sylvia so I can get rid of the spirit and rid of that other negate. So here I'm like, okay, here it comes. But oh yeah, they try to maybe they didn't know that this is only when it's normal summoned. And yeah, my the Bellstar got bounced. This is where I was like kind of afraid because I was like, okay, they're gonna summon that dragon and now I have no monsters on field, and all my normal summons are gone to get rid of that. But they went for this for some reason. I have no idea why. But my plan B was um, actually no, because I didn't have any fusions yet. So maybe that would have been really bad. But since they did that, I was able to just play into the fusion side of the deck and just go off with it. Yeah, I don't know what kind of version they were playing, or maybe they were trying. They thought maybe it was also when it was special summon, but yeah, here they try to use it, and then I'm just gonna clear the entire board. Put these Saint Azamina back with the negate. They only have. They're gonna only have one card. Well, two actually, because they're gonna search the Jurist form. Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to play around this card. I didn't want to lose any of these two. Typhon, that's fine. Aphis is just bouncing it back. I think the best play for them would have been, well, I don't know what this was, right? But maybe just hit into the Elo Sylvia and maybe try to send. Um, no, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. It's fine. Let's look into the Malice. Just a disclaimer here, guys. I I don't really know how Malice works. All I know is that either this was a different version of the deck, or this was someone trying to learn the deck. Because all I've seen is the Griffin lock, right? So that's the only thing that really kills the deck for me to be playing against that matchup specifically. But they played the the Firewall Dragon version, and their field wasn't as impressive or as oppressive as I would have thought. Like at least I was able to play around and do things. Here, yeah, I just ashed this because draw two cards is insane. And they go into this combo line. Yeah, they use all their things. Yeah, and at this point, like seeing my hand, I was just concerned because I was like, I have no way to out that thing. But he just left this, and I was like, okay. And I do into the set, so I'm like, okay, I might actually be able to play this out. Yeah, so accessing this, um, go into Arciela. Here, this is what I mean, like, because I knew this was not going to be an interruption, because nothing's co-linked to the Firewall Dragon, so they only have the special summon effect from hand. So this is where I'm not sure if they were not playing it properly or what kind of game plan they had. But so far, I see no interruptions other than this card because now they can banish something. So I need to bait it out fast before I get further into the combo. I tag out the Arcela because I don't want it to be banished. I don't want it to lose the Arcela. They banish the bells instead. And now I just go into the whole deception combo to access the the fusions. And at this point, I have both, so I'm gonna be able to swarm the field next turn. Here, I try to get rid of the white binder, put it back into the yeah, because I don't want to deal with this card. So here, I'm able to clear their field, leave the Sylvia for the negate. Nibiru comes in, sure, negate. I still have the Aphes, so it's fine. I can still bounce their cards. And of course, I'm gonna access the Saint Azamina with an additional interruption being the Morgina to pop. Bounce back the Black Witch just to have follow up my turn. And here is where this card is so unpredictable, right? Like people are not used to this. So here, SP Little Nine Chain 2, they can't target Saint Azamina. So the only target was Morgina. They target both with their cards because they were unaware of it, I think. So this card is safe. SP Little Knight and was dead anyways because they need to target one of their cards as well. And since they can't, thanks to Saint Azamina, then it's pretty much over. Send this and get this back. I need another Simple Spolts card to fusion summon further into Ila Sylvia. Not much for the negate, but more for the double punching power, so I can close up the game. Yeah, that was the Malice. This we should go into this one actually, since it's against the same person. Because at this point I was like, okay, like their game one was not as good. I think. I wasn't sure if it's because it's a different version or they misplayed or they're just learning the deck in general. But I do think this time around they did play it a little bit better because they were able to leave the Firewall Dragon with their both effects. And yeah, like we just needed to think more around it, like on how to play it. But yeah, we opened a phenomenal hand. We had both engines straight from the bat, so it was just matter of trying to bait and um, play around their interruptions properly, so we don't lose key items that we need to play into our combo. So here I decided to use the Call by the Grave into the White Binder because I knew that was it this one I think, yeah, with the Malice C GWC06, they were gonna bring this back, and then this one hits the field, and then they're gonna banish my stuff, right? I don't want them to banish my wanted, so I decided to banish it. I know they can summon it back from the banishment as well, but at least their its effects are gonna be negated. See, they want to banish my wanted. Here they bounce back the the set, trying to prevent me to going to synchro summoning. But since we have the LZ as Amina, it doesn't really matter, and we still have the normal summon. So that over here was completely a misplay. If instead they would have bounced back the Rusia, it would have been a lot better because even though I would still be able to summon it back to do the synchro plays, I wouldn't have access to the Diabel. So yeah, that was a little bit misplay. Here, I was trying to bait. Yeah, I was trying to bait any other interruptions because maybe those were imperms. Maybe they had like another thing. So I decided to go with the LZ as Amina fusion effect first because I didn't really need the synchro line here. If I could go straight into the fusion summoning, that would be even better. So that's why I decided to do that here. And fortunately, yeah, they activated the imperm. They negated it. That's fine because now we're going into the synchro lines, and we're still gonna have access to the fusion engine. So again, I just put this in the back. I don't want to deal with that. They banished my Diabel, which sucks because I needed that synchro. Because here I know they had these two, right? So as soon as I was able to summon the Silvera on the field, I knew that these two were gonna be a huge ton of damage. Like I think with only Silvera and the Diabel would have been enough to close the game. but since they banished it, I needed to extend further. By here, Deception, tributing the Russia so I can access my fusion engine. Murcielago. Yeah. Send this here because you can set it back again. So just additional, just more damage, right? More damage and more monsters in the field. Because I need to clean that. See, it was 48, and then with Diabel, would have been 6,000. So I guess that was good. That was a good interruption. Otherwise, those attacks would have been more than enough. So here it bounced the Dormouse because I don't want. With that, yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster would have been really bad. But yeah, I think that was pretty much for them. The Dormouse is one of their cards. The other one, I have no idea what it was. But let me know, guys. If this like it's a different version or slightly misplayed or something, let me know. Because the version I fear the most is when they do the Griffin lock. And let's go through the last one, the last Blue Eyes. Um, this hand I was not too a fan of. Um, I think I actually lost this one because what I can't remember if I lost this one because I think they were able to summon the Blue Eyes fusion monster that negates like every single type of card. I think, but I'm not sure if it was this one because our hand is not really that optimal. 2 Z. I mean, this is good. Like we still have full combo, but to play around interruptions, it's not that good. And I think, yeah, this card is insane. Like, thank God, when they reprint this card, and if this deck is still relevant, this card is gonna be a huge problem. It's not only huge, 5,000 attack, but it also negates once per each type of card. So as soon as I saw this, the Dragon Master Magia, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna win this. I only have these 4 monsters that he also has a negate on the in the graveyard, and also he can tag it out to put another negate. Plus this 3 negates. Yeah, this was not though this is not gonna make it. And here, yeah, I drew into the Black Witch, but I think at this point there was nothing for me to do because this thing gets this and then this. He had the Ash, and I was like, okay, fine. Like, if you have it, you have it. Because if he hadn't Ash this, maybe he would have been forced to do this, right? Um, but maybe if we had access to a different, like another spell, so we can use LZ, we could have been able to extend with Rusia. But since he did the Ash into this, it was pretty much game over. Tactics was obviously gonna be negated with Magia, so there was no point. So I did Typhoon, and then of course they have the Veiler as well, because at least this shuts this one down, and then maybe I can do talents into maybe still in this, and then go, I don't know, maybe draw 2. I don't know. Like at this point, I didn't know what to do because I couldn't go into SP anymore, and I need to get rid of this. I could do that with a Typhon, but then yeah, this just killed it completely. There was pretty much nothing else to do. Yeah, it gets negated, and yeah, it was just very overwhelming. It's incredible how one card can be so oppressive. But yeah, guys, this is some of the footage I was able to collect. I will keep trying to see if maybe I can find some Raziels or other decks around here. But everyone's in Blue Eyes. Everyone's in Blue Eyes. It's a very good deck. And if they had access to the Magia, yeah, you can see how powerful that can be. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any more questions, and if you have any other suggestions. Um, just let me know. I know this deck is not the average White Forest build. It just has a different um, mindset and lines that maybe some people are not used to. Um, it's just way different. You don't play this deck the same as you would play like the Fiendsmith version or the Toy Box version. It's a complete completely different mindset to it. So let me know if you like it, if you want to try it out, and you have a suggestion or questions about it. Let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer and help you guys out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.